And there you go. For my brother Ray. Kiss with I Was Made for Loving You. CBT guitar lesson with playthrough. Ray's the dude that keeps me on my toes. And Ray, you're picking good ones, man. I mean, this Kiss is the reason I play before I played guitar. It's just, I mean, this is one of my first albums, all that good stuff. So I think it's one of Ace's best solos. It's short but sweet. I know they took a lot of flack for this song. I love this song. And I know you're going to see him. So now, you know, you can jump up on stage and play it with him. All right, dude, let's jump in. So there's two guitars, but I wanted to give you the first guitar part on section 1 and then jump into section 2. There are two different players, Ace and Paul, that I want you to, you may as well play, you know, so you don't have to sit around waiting for the part. All it is they're 16th notes. It's an open E string, palm muted, and alternate picked. Think of it like this: 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, that's 16 times. You're gonna do that, it's got double dots, 5 times, but the 5th time no star. So the 5th one you're just gonna go and jump into that, if that makes sense. It's a good little, if you struggle with alternate picking and palm muting, this is the best thing to work on because there's nothing fretted, it's just an open string. Experiment with fingering. The way Paul Stanley does this live is different, but it doesn't mean that's, I mean, this is how it just feels more comfortable to me. Follow the fingering in your tabs if you get stuck. Because what you see is the Paul Stanley fingering on this chord where I change it. 14D, 14G, and then bar the 12th fret on the G and B. It's kind of tough, and they use some different chords. You know, the whole disco thing was going on, so it's got a little bit of funk kind of chords in it. So you're going to do the D, G, and B. Make sure you hear them all, obviously. Okay, then lift your pinky off towards 14, 12, 12. So we have second one rings, first one don't. Then go back to the 14, 14, 12. Quick rest, and then hit it again and pull off the 14G to the 12B. That's probably going to be tough. If you get that, the rest should kind of come together. We're going to take the same concept, same strings, 7, 7, 5, bar the 5th fret G and B. Do the same concept. Just for that, watch. 7, 7, 5, break to 7, 5, 5. Then we're going to go with these fingers, 9th fret D with the 3rd finger, 9th fret G with the pinky, 8th fret B with the index, and bar the 7th fret on the D, G, and B. Hit those 3 strings, hit them again, and pull off to all 7s. So you've got a snap. Okay, so pull off power, man, for these chords. So that's gonna go 2 times, second time no star, because I wanted to give you the first little short solo that Ace does. So you'll go back and go. Oops. So, I always love this little riff too. 5B, pick, pull off to the 3rd and the open. So pick only the first note of these 3. To 4G. 2G, pull off to open, and then 2D, and then open G, hammer to 2, vibrato, and then slide up. So you have, and then finish it off with 15B, bend, release, pull off to 12. Same concept on the G string, 14th fret, bend, release, pull off to 12. So we have, and then 14G. Make sure your pull-offs snap, right? So you can get a good solid pull-off. Probably one of the things my students struggle with the most is getting a clear pull-off. Pre-bend the 14G, so we're going to bend it a whole step, pick, release, pull off to 12. So. On the D string, 14, 12, 12, hammer 14, vibrato. Now you can jump right from there into section 3 at 22 seconds. I held it to get through the first quarter of that. But that's going to be similar to the beginning, or section 2. 14, 14, 12, D, G, and B. Once again, we want to bar the 12th fret on the G and B. It's actually the same as the beginning. Do that same thing, but scoot away over here to 7, 7, 5. Go back and do the first one. And then the last one of section 2. So it's a mixture of both. Here that is, I'll slow it down a little bit. Oops, do it again. If you get one, you should get the rest. Okay? So from there we can go to the top of page 3. That section is one time through. Section 4, 37 seconds in. Bar the 7th fret from the A string all the way down. Go 9D, 9G, 8B. It's an E minor. Go up, down. It's fast. Then A string working down, 10, 12, 12, 12. It's a G major. On the low E string working down, it's a B major bar chord, 7, 9, 9, 8, 7. And then back to the E minor that we started with, just one down. And then go up, down on it again. Back to the G. Back to the B. And then he ends it with this, pretty cool. Standard A major, probably barring it's the best, 2nd fret D, G, and B. We're going to strum the A, D, G, then hit the B string 2nd fret. It's a hold, so you'll go. Then go D, B, D, B, G, D. So, slide from the 12th fret and back into section 3, which is the back into section 4. All that stuff. Anyways, the next new part is section 5, 2 minutes 22 seconds in. It's the pre-solo, the build up to it. And these are chords you normally won't find rock players using. I love them. Bar the 5th fret on the last 4 strings, strum. As that's ringing, add to the 7th fret on the high E. And then 5A, 7, 7, 7, D, G, and B, that's our D major. And then just do it again without the B string. Rest. 2 more times, slide to 7, 9. Vibrato if you can, back to 5, 7, 7. So we have 3 times of that, and then back to the 5th fret, so almost like you're starting at a 4th time. To the D major, but just this time go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go from that to A major and B major. From the top string, the low E string, 5, 7, 7, 6. Strum it once, move it up a whole step to 7, 9, 9, 8. And then 7 strums after that. And then 9 fast. Then that 12th fret E slide in. You'll see where I wrote faster on those last 9 strums. This is cool. It's at 257, you'll do section 1 2 times, which is the probably the hardest part count-wise. Once you do section 1 twice, you're gonna, and you're palm muting all this. 3rd fret E, slide to 5. Palm mute all this, alternate pick. And then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. To the open E 6 times, same concept. To 5th fret A, 12 times. So, might be tough though, man, to if you have to count it, you know, but. Really cool. They could have made that mathematically smoother for people to play, but they didn't. That's the cool thing about it, though. Love that part. All right, this killer solo, man. Top of page 4, 312 in. So we have. So, 7D slide to 9 to 7G. And then there's like a string mute on the D, you don't have to catch it. And then 7, 8, GB, kind of rakes it. And then mute the G. So, and then pinch harmonic, 10B, whole step bend. Then 10 on the B. 8B pinch, half step, that's a 1 fret bend. 9, 7G, down up. So we have. This is the Ace riff. E minor pentatonic. 12G, pick, hammer 14, pull 12, 14D. Okay, so. And and then 14G, then a pre-bend 14G release, pull to 12. It's a mouthful, this is all it is. And then 14, 12 GB. So, let's try that again. 15B bend. Again, bend vibrato. So we have 12B pick, hammer 15, pull 12, 14, 12 GB. So pre-bend 14G, release, pull to 12 to 14D. Pinch 12G, which if you can't get the pinches right, don't sweat it. I mean, Ace wouldn't do it the same spot with the pinches either for the most part. Those are kind of random spur of the moment things, so. Then you'll bend the 14G, hold